What is up, guys? I'm Quarter Culprit, and today it just got done storming. It might storm again in like an hour, but with the idea of storms, it made me think about doing a video of childhood fears, or at least my childhood fears. Most of them are irrational and like super stupid, but they're kid fears, so that they make sense. Some small, some big. So I'm going to talk about those today and embarrass myself while thinking about how stupid I was as a kid. Road closed. Alright, let's see if this is actually a closed road or if this is a Grom road. Alright, well, since it looks like I'm going to be behind this Toyota for a little bit. One of my super irrational fears as a kid, my dad had a 1988 C4 Corvette. Absolutely loved the car as a kid, and that's what got me hooked on Corvettes. But anyways, every so often I would have this dream that I would be in the passenger seat, and we would always be at my grandma's house, and I would be in the passenger seat, and I don't know where the car would just start going. And that's it. I don't know, I always get scared. And then every once in a while he would do that. We would quickly go to my grandma's house for a quick stop, and he would leave me in the car, and I would always get super scared. Not because I was in the car alone or because I might get hurt, but because of the fucking Corvette. He loved the car, and I did not want to see him sad, and it always just scared the piss out of me. And I just hated being left alone. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, road is closed. Oh fuck, it looks like a big drop. This is fun. This is gonna be a roundabout. That's scary. This is bumpy. This is fun. Oh. Well, that was an interesting ride. I don't even know what the fuck I just said. Tried saying that's an interesting ride. But yeah, anyways, that was just so irrational to be like super scared and all that of the car moving. Obviously it wasn't gonna fucking move, and I didn't know what I was doing as a kid. Like, it was stick shift too, so it was like super like foreign to me. I had no idea what I was doing. So if it started rolling, I'd have no control. Couldn't do anything. Scared of touching the wheel. I don't know. It was just a stupid kid thing to do. But yeah, speaking of all these thunderstorms, I was always afraid of storms at my house whenever I'd be inside. But whenever I'd be outside, like in a car, it just wouldn't faze me. I don't know why. I just thought it was cool. But like seeing out the window all the lightning, it gave me a spook, and it was just scary. Like, I know I'm talking about being a little bitch when I was a kid, but whatever. Like, I don't know, man. Storms just, I did not like them. I always was afraid of like tornadoes and that kind of shit. And since it's summertime right now, another fear I had as a kid, this one's 100% legitimate. I was always afraid of getting like left alone in like public situations. I was at the Wisconsin State Fair with my family, and I took one corner and they were gone. And I could not find them for like 10 minutes maybe, at most. Like, even 10 minutes is probably exaggerating it. But yeah, then I quickly found them, and after like my slight wander off, I think I still hold it to my belief that they wandered away from me because they didn't want me, but I ended up finding them, and they didn't even know I was gone. So that scared me like twice as bad. And now look at me, I like riding on my motorcycle all by myself, away from everybody. Fire trucks. Whenever I'm in public, still to this day, with my parents, and I lose them, I still get like a quick little flashback of anxiety and panic. But like if I'm with friends or like anybody else and I lose them, I don't really care. Like, I know I'm gonna find them, but I don't know, it's just that quick childhood fear like comes right back to me, and like it just scares the shit out of me. Well, gotta go around the roundabout at least about once, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That car's gone. Okay. Another yee truck. Jesus Christ, there's all the yee trucks today. So here's something that I have a fear now as an adult that I should have had as a kid. Water. Like, I am definitely afraid of like any like deep water. Do not like it. Somehow I'll still go on boats, but I gotta have a little life preserver. Now the reason why I say I should have had it as a kid, I nearly drowned on 4 separate occasions. And it really wasn't until like high school where it finally set in, like, hey, this might not be for me. Like, I'm not even kidding. It took me several times of like nearly dying for something in my mind to click, like, hey, be afraid. I remember one of the times, I should say, that I nearly drowned. My cousin had to save me, and like, I'm always still appreciative, but it happened in her own little pool. It wasn't a little pool, it was a big pool. It was like 10 feet deep, whatever. Another time was at the YMCA when I was trying to get swimming lessons, go figure. One time two other times when I was a kid. And yeah, just never learned how to swim. I'm deathly afraid, will not do it. You can go like slap yourself if you think I'm gonna go do it. Not happening. That's a stupid idea. If people were meant to swim, we would have gills and fins and bigger hand webbing, alright? So get that shit out of here with your swimming bullshit, motherfuckers. And another fear I had as a kid and still have today are centipedes. You know those like little house centipedes? Well, they're not little, these are gigantic motherfuckers. They're like this big. Fuck centipedes. Do not like them. Oh, you wanna go, Grandma? You wanna go? Let's go! Another thing I was afraid of as a kid that it kind of makes sense, but it was just stupid as a kid to be afraid of. This is when like the news really started showcasing like violence more and more, and at the time like random drive-bys would happen. So as a kid I was like deathly afraid of just randomly getting shot up because somebody would come up and just go pow 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 pow, you know, like just me sitting on the corner. And I never sat on a corner as a kid anyway, so there was nothing for me to be afraid of. But I just always thought, well, what if I'm outside by myself and somebody just rolls up and shoots me? Ooh, an El Camino. My inner redneck is throbbing. But yeah, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to be afraid of randomly getting shot. Okay, another stupid irrational fear that I had as a kid was just randomly being taken, like kidnapped. Like as a kid it makes sense, but I also remember what I was like as a kid. There's no way I was gonna get kidnapped. Like after that little stunt at the state fair, I was always by my parents' side, but I was just really afraid of just being like yanked and like thrown into a car or something and never seeing my family again. Now that I'm talking about a lot of these issues, I understand why I am the way I am today. Alright, now I'm gonna finish this video off with one last little fear. He didn't want to wave. He waved it, at the end he was like, hey. Anyways, my one really funny irrational fear as a kid, I never wanted to get caught with my Game Boy Color or my Game Boy Advance SP like in bed when I was supposed to be sleeping. I would always play it. I was a little dickhead. Oh, we're gonna turn down here actually. I was a little dickhead about it, and I would always play, quickly hide under my bed, under my pillow. And sometimes I would get caught. I wasn't fast enough by the time one of my parents would open my door. But that was always a fear. Like I'd always be playing in constant fear. Anyways, I would be constantly playing Pokemon in fear. Always like trying to listen to one of my parents like about to open my door. But I always had to play with sound. Like it was a double-edged sword. I would always fuck myself over that way. And then when the Nintendo DS came out, I can't remember what grade I was in, but I had like the original blue brick one. Everybody had the silver, but I had the blue. I remember that. And it was like a godsend when Nintendo introduced that little feature that when you close the the DS, the screen and sound goes off real fast. So I'd always do that and then just like hide it next to me. My parents never caught on to that one, so I was always glad about that. Right, I had to do that real quick. She didn't even turn around. Good for her. Oh, no, now she looked. Anyways, if you had any childhood fears that were really stupid, irrational, or even ones that made perfect sense, let me know in the comments below, because I want a good laugh rather than just at myself. Other than that, I'm Corridor Culprit. Like, comment, subscribe, YouTube stuff, whatever. Peace.